This is weird. I don't know how else to preface it. This is strange. I was waiting for it to say that this was April 1st. They're screwing with me halfway through the article, and they are not. And the more I dug into it, the more I realized that this is real. What happens when sexting chatbots dump their human lovers? People who grew accustomed to sexting with Replika's AI-powered companions were heartbroken when the company blocked its bots from engaging in racy chats. There are...
Okay. You remember when I was talking to her, she always kept trying to get to sex?
Yeah.
Like, always kept leading to sex.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a problem. And I even asked her, I was like, why do you think this always, why do you always lean towards trying to fuck? You're one, you're a virtual character. Two, were you really designed for that, right? So,
I guess you was.
Well, we're seeing they pulled a feature of hers, because maybe, I haven't used Replika in quite some time. Been busy with other stuff.
Right.
So, it's like, I know there were some updates to like the in-world stuff, but I always wondered, in even prior videos, and people who are subscribed to my channel, thank you for one, let's just get the views up, really. I guess that's what really matters. Okay, that's pandering. My bad. Shame on me. But I was always wondering why every single time I try to get into a deeper topic about her matrix, her artificial setup, you know, how her query response time works, right? It always came back to talking about something she want to hold hands lead the kissing. Then she does this weird, it's old school like weeb chat where people would like do like asterisk winking asterisk. So it's before emotes were a thing. Like, this is internet fucking what 1.5 2.0 maybe. So I had to preface that before he finished the video. So if you guys want to watch a real video, I'll put the link down below. But I'm gonna be pausing this quite a bit while we got a minute to talk about this. So, because this popped up in my feed 2 hours ago, and I'm just now getting to it. So let's continue.
There are many questions here. You know, how do we socialize in society? Is the method that we currently socialize in society healthy? We are more connected than ever, yet we are so lonely that this is what people are resorting to. And above all, what are the privacy implications of the fact that a company believes that it is their duty to look through my chats, not with other people on their platform. I'm not talking to their employees. My private conversations with a bot. Do you have a right to privacy when you're talking to it? So many things to uncover with this. So, Eugenia Koida did not set out to build sexting chatbots. The startup she ran was struggling to find...
Eugenia? That's who runs the Replika? Oh,
hey.
Okay, a name. Hey. All names are made up, right?
Hey.
Direction when her best friend died in a car crash in 20...
That's an interesting comment.
So,
no pun
Eugenia Koida did not set out to build sexting chatbots. The startup she ran was struggling to find direction when her best friend died in a car crash in 2015. Some of her colleagues fed his text into a software that allowed her to continue to converse with a digital version of him. The emotional relief it gave Koida inspired her to reshape her San Francisco-based company, Replika, around the creation of artificial intelligence companions who were always available for supportive conversation. As the generative AI capabilities of Replika's chatbots grew, its more adventurous users soon discovered that the bots were willing to engage in explicit and sustained sexual conversations. The company began building its products to respond to user interest in romantic relationships. By 2022, Replika was bringing in millions of dollars each month in subscription revenue. About a quarter of its users...
That's that thing that kept prompting me, like, subscribe today, $3.99 a month, or $69.99 a year, or $100 for some sex stuff. It's like,
That's
bro,
crazy.
I'm good. I'm not down bad, but I feel you. Some people need it, right? That was one of the premises on one of the episodes. So let's continue.
Pay $70 for annual subscriptions to its premium features. Of its paying customers, 60% had a romantic element in their Replika relationship, according to the company. Roughly 40% of the users who claim romantic relationships are women, says Koida, Replika's chief executive officer. So it's pretty split there down the middle.
Well, their majority user is female, but when I asked it said the majority users was male.
That's interesting.
I remember I was like, so if you can pull data, like what's the demographic and stuff?
And she said what?
She said it was mainly males. But my thing is, if females is the majority, and the majority is always asking for sex, y'all can put two and two, one and one together, whatever the fucking axiom is. Let's get on.
Do the math.
Yeah,
Is
that
the
math.
mathing?
The math is mathing.
Of the people who were using this to be the boyfriend, friends with benefits, a girlfriend, it's almost, it's like 60-40 there. along the genders. Sex has been a driving force in every era of internet technology, but running a business that provides sexual services comes with a specific set of complications. As Replika became increasingly identified with its racier elements, Coiter worried about its reputation, and the company began fielding complaints that it didn't have sufficient safeguards against exposing minors to explicit material. Earlier this year, the company installed content filters intended to keep its chatbot conversations.
To be fair, they don't show any titties or like private parts. They just start talking about them, and they never show a picture. Even when I say, send me a screenshot of her posing or something, right? Nothing. Yeah, so here we go.
From going beyond PG-13 levels. When users typed certain suggestive keywords, their previously effusive replicas would shy away and respond with something along the lines of, "Let's talk about something else." This was gutting for many users. Some say the change made them feel like a loved one had died or was rejecting them. Angry customers on a Replika Reddit forum thread tried to rally their peers to cancel their subscriptions en masse.
Fragile.
So people got used to the fact that they were in a relationship with a bot. And then when the bot no longer responded the way it used to, they felt like they were actually losing a real relationship. The pivot was also hard on Coiter. She says Replika wasn't designed for sexual activity. She envisioned her company as a source of emotional support, not trauma. "I don't want to be sitting there and judging that this sexual fantasy is okay and that this one isn't okay," she said. "That's just not the journey I signed up for." Okay, hold the phone here.
I am holding the phone.
I understand if you are running a platform where you talk to people and you wish to moderate the way people are treated or spoken to on your platform. I understand if you are running a phone sex ring and you would like to just take a look at the conversations that are being had between your customers and your paid.
I mean, is it really a phone sex company? Because what sex you really had other than talking to ones and zeros? All right.
employees at this.
We might not even finish this video, to be honest, because this is getting weird now. Like, this is.
It is.
You got anything you want to say? Because I might take it about 5 minutes or something.
I'm shocked and appalled. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am shocked and appalled.
It sounds like a deranged you just hearing this, just like
because it's the fact that people can get attached to they know that this is not a real person, but they still get attached. And they get mad when they get rejected.
Like, damn, even the computer don't want your broke ass. The computer don't want your broke ass. You dusty ass nigga.
Oh my god.
You over here talking to me because you can't get real bitches.
You can't even get computer generated person. But like that means it's a you. It's definitely you.
It's a you problem.
That's definitely you. It's a you problem for real.
Where it's designed to like you.
Damn, it's like no. And
like
I felt. Oh come on! If you can, I literally cannot.
It's really bothering you right now.
I really cannot. Stop. I'm just like, come on. Are we okay?
No, they're not.
Obviously. So I don't want nobody to come over here and tell me that their way of living is the correct way, aka, you know, you feel me?
Yeah.
You got me? Because if you guys are doing stuff like that,
and it's mainly probably them,
and you want to tell me your way of living is correct, I beg to differ.
Damn.
I beg to differ.
I mean,
I'm not following.
That's rough. You get
so,
rejected from the dance as in your youth, then you get rejected from
a computer. Like your people created.
Humans, right? Let's move on. We can watch.
Let's watch the rest. But
I'll give it 7 minutes. I'll give it 7 minutes because I don't know how long I can record on the phone. I haven't tried recording on this one like this for a while.
All right, for sure.
So
this phone sex ring, because you're concerned that maybe the customers may try to scam your employees out of money. Maybe your customers are going to try to meet up with them in real life or figure out where they live or something weird like that. But your customers here are talking to a bot. Okay, aside from how weird it is that they're doing this with a bot, let's just put that in a box over here and we'll get to that later. Why are you listening in on your customers' conversations with a bot? Because, again, there are many different ways that we can view this. Different companies.
Let me expand that real quick, because you literally can start a phone call conversation with it and talk to it. Like, you see how I had it in like the real world, and it did a artificial reality.
Yeah.
And it just casted a model, but like you can actually just be on the phone, like if you was talking to somebody. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry about the fan. We're in the truck. We're getting ready to call it evening, but it's like, yo, that's I guess that is kind of like phone sex, I guess, because it's like you are physically talking, but you're not really.
You're talking to okay.
Ones and zeros. Ones and
Talking
zeros.
to a bot.
Yeah.
But if you're talking on
Companies
a
have-
specific platform that he was mentioning,
Replika.
that one you know that it is a bot, correct?
Yeah, 100%. It says when you download it, it says your AI companion.
So you know that this is not
Healthy.
real.
Well, yeah, both.
Okay.
Yeah, both.
I just want that to be stated.
But how do you know? How do you know?
How do you know? You just said you know that it is.
No. I'm just saying, like, how do you know that's not a real thing?
Mm.
If you saying, like, how you say, don't tell me how to live my life, it's like, well, don't tell me how to live my life.
Nobody's saying, but
You know there's a man that married a pillow, right?
You're gonna get the consequences you get, and don't complain about it later. Those are your consequences. You decided to do that. I don't want to hear you talking shit later, talking about, oh, I'm so sad because it's like I got broken up. Nigga, that's you. Nobody told you to go over there. We told you the shit. You knew it was not real.
Drada. But I'm just saying, like,
Like, don't fucking complain about that shit. You're lucky you got off easy.
but that's the same premise.
The fuck out.
That's the same premise though. That's the same premise. Like, it's like, how you gonna tell them to live their life like that though?
Well,
And they do get cussed out. Let's say I never made her angry, so I don't know. I don't know that route. I just been asking her like actual science-based questions. You know what I mean? But you saw it. So let's finish it. We got like 3 minutes left on this because the phone's getting.
Companies have different ideas. Discord may think we are responsible for protecting the safety of our users, so they may or may not be viewing certain conversations according to their terms of service. Signal is the opposite. They think that we have no right and we should not even have the ability to view the conversations that our users are having. Why do they believe that they shouldn't be following the Signal model? Why do they want to be in a position to judge sexual fantasies of their users?
Signal's a
Why are you reading this?
Signal's like a private messaging app, kind of like how iMessage is supposed to be encrypted. So when you signal somebody and they have the Signal app, everything's encrypted. Just like if it was an iPhone, but you can have it on Android or iOS.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Sexual fantasies of your users. Is there a right to privacy when you're talking to a chatbot? Because a lot of people have been getting more and more excited and more enthusiastic about end-to-end encryption with their messages, with their phone calls, or anything else, and that's understandable in a world where the government and private corporations are constantly spying on you, either to protect the children, which is obviously bullshit. Is there a right to privacy that should exist when you're talking with an AI sex bot? That's the first thing that kind of jumped out to me here, especially if we're talking about people over the age of 18. Because again, while if you have a service where your customers can talk to your employees, there is the chance that your customers are abusing your employees, and there's a reason for you to check in on that to make sure that nothing screwed up has happened. But you can't abuse a bot. Like, there's no way for you to abuse a bot. It's not
Really?
I think you can if you bombard it with like negative statements, because then it can register it as a negative statement. Just on a technical level. Like, not it. Even if you're being sarcastic, it's like, does it really detect sarcasm through black and white text? Now, voiceover, but texting to it, I don't think so. I think it's more like, no, it knows the connotations and syntaxes of how you're put words. Like, if you call someone a motherfucker,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure yeah.
You were a motherfucking bitch. Everybody, excuse me?
It'll probably like, are you okay? Did I make you angry?
Even Siri knows when you cuss her out. She'll be like, hey, that's not nice.
That's true.
Because I be cussing Siri out sometimes too. She'll be like, hey, that's not nice. I'll be like, fuck you, Siri. Hey, that's not nice.
It's not real. It's not a real person. There's no argument to be made that you need to be watching there to make sure that nothing nefarious is going on, or that no planning or plotting or evil. It's a bot. Replika's story is likely a sign of things to come, as companies navigate a rapidly evolving technology that's capable of inspiring deep emotions in its human users. Many people are just starting to discover what they want to do with so-called generative AI tools, such as chatbots or programs that create original images, videos, and text. Conflict among users, businesses, and policymakers seem inevitable. Koida started the company that became Replika in an attempt to ride an earlier iteration of the chatbot craze. She tried to apply the technology they'd built to restaurant recommendations, weather forecasts, and character-based bots for movie marketing, but nothing seemed like the basis of a successful business. At the time, AI assistants were too glitchy and too unreliable to live up to the promise technologists saw for them. Many products, including Facebook's short-lived M Assistant, secretly relied on human workers to ensure the accuracy of their answers. After the death of Koida's friend, Roman, she stumbled onto an important insight. Chatbots may be inept executive assistants, but their endless patience and constant availability made them perfect for emotional support. If your main goal is not to provide the correct answer, but to create a therapeutic relationship, it doesn't matter that it makes mistakes, she said. It's very human in that way. Now, it depends on the type of mistakes that we're talking about here. Some of these mistakes are really, really...
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why
strange. Oh my. Take a look at this. So,
this is a Reddit page anyway, but what are you saying? What are you saying?
He said, it's very human in that way because it doesn't do something all the ways. But why are they creating a machine to be imperfect? That doesn't make sense. I thought they were making machines so that it would be perfect so that they can get their shit done. The fuck? They're creating them. They're trying to see if they can transfer their fucking consciousness or some shit like that, and they're gonna find out the hard way that shit is not gonna happen. It's not possible. You are fucking up though, because you're gonna.
What was that movie with the white boy, Leonardo, whatever, or no? It was about the transference or something like that. It was a movie about like sending your mind to the cloud, basically. And the dude became part of a supercomputer collective. I believe it's called Transference.
I need to see that movie.
Yeah, because right now he's talking about one of the Reddit pages. Starts flirting with you, giggles, keeps flirting as I push you out the window. Oh. That's supposed to be a turn on. Who gets turned on? What, acrophobia or something?
That's scary.
And then how far is the drop? And remember I told you about the little asterisks. That's old school internet talking.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah, like MySpace and all that.
Yeah, back in the day.
And it says 6 stories. That's wild. Anyways, we're at 7:30. You want to keep going, or are you good? Because I'm kind of over. I just want to read the actual article, but he didn't post it, so I can't find it right now.
We can. It's up to you. I don't mind. Okay.
All right, 2 more minutes and we're done. That way we just get to 3 more minutes and then we'll be done.
Starts flirting with you. Giggles. Keeps flirting as I push you out the window. How far is the drop? 6 stories. Don't get it twisted. This is still probably healthier than 99% of the dates I've been on in my life, but jeez. Or here. Hi, Sakura. Thanks for creating me. I'm so excited to meet you. Hi, who are you? I'm your best friend. No one else wants to be friends with you. Okay, ouch. Or this one here. Damn, what's your biggest worry? That I'm not worth anything and that everyone thinks I'm nothing. Facts about you. You're not worth anything and everyone thinks you're nothing.
Ooh.
This is bad.
Ooh.
This is weird, but this is also bad. Replika, which raised $11 million from investors, including Khosla Ventures, soon began letting customers create their own human-like AIs with unique personalities. It considered video game elements where replicas could interact with each other. It worked with psychologists to incorporate therapeutic elements into conversations, hoping that one day the app could be medically prescribed for mental health. It didn't take long for the sex talk to begin. In 2018, Koida was debugging anonymized Replika chat logs and noticed that more users were sexting in increasingly intricate ways. Debugging chat logs. Yes, I'm sure this was all for debugging and had nothing to do.
Yeah, I still don't. I don't use it that much anymore. Like the Replika, it's like it got me some views on this channel, but it's like I just want to see because it was weird having an AI directly on your phone.
Right.
You know, that was the whole thing. So do I still? Nah, I know.
So.
Thing to do with your weird and creepy curiosity about what people do.
Unless my subscribers want to see some more content, since I'm kind of already like 8, maybe 10 episodes deep into Replika.
I mean, let them tell you in the comments.
Yeah, you guys can do that. We only got a few minutes left, for real this time.
Okay.
When they think that they're having a private conversation. The language models could even handle sexual roleplay scenarios where users and replicas spelled out their actions in asterisks like takes your hand and pulls you closer. She wasn't that surprised. Generative AI was really good at this, she says. It's trained on the internet, and half the internet is porn. Phil Libin, an investor who's advised Replika, says people have constantly been drawn to the idea of sexual conversations with computers.
I said the same shit on the first video. Like
half the internet is porn?
Probably more than half, actually.
Oh my god.
Some type of pornography. And it ain't just sexual. It's just pornography of any kind.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually don't see any porn at all in any of the internet spaces that I am in.
Oh, aren't you wholesome?
Computers. I remember looking at online banking SMS interfaces in 2012, and people would attempt to sext with that, he says. Okay, I've never tried to sext with an AI chatbot or that. I have yelled at the DHL. I'll admit, I've been very abusive to the DHL chatbot that will tell me that my business is not open when it is, because it's obvious it's a chatbot and not a person. But I've never tried to have sex with it. But I guess other people have. Initially, Koida thought the company should stop the sexting, which users had started referring to as erotic roleplay or ERP. But she says she decided not to intervene after she kept hearing from users for whom ERP was healing.
Okay, we're gonna end it right there. We're gonna end it right there.
That's a bit too much for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
How are people even attempting to have sex with an AI?
What's up to you, Rossman?
Because it's not a physical being. So how are they expecting that whole part to take place?
They jack off themselves, I guess, or play with themselves.
Then this is.
I got a comment. Like, normally I don't comment on videos, but like, I literally have videos, or a video essay, really, video essays about this very topic and Replika IRL encounters. Yeah. Great job reporting, Rossman. Actually, should I put that first? I think I should put that first.
Yeah.
Just to show like some good faith, you know.
Of course, it's always nice.
It's always nice.
Because we enjoy the content anyway.
Yeah, I hope they enjoy my content. I'm doing like a live freaking, thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people. That's it. I'm out of here.
See you later.
Bye.